Ezekiel chapter 10. Then I looked, and behold, in the expanse that was above the head of the cherubim, there appeared over them as it were a sapphire stone, as the appearance of the likeness of a throne. And he spoke unto the man clothed with linen, and said, Go in between the wheels, even unto the cherub, and fill your hand with coals of fire from between cherubim, and scatter them over the city. And he went in my sight. Now the cherubim stood on the right side of the house when the man went in, and the cloud filled the inner court. Then the glory of Yahuah went up from the cherub and stood over the threshold of the house, and the house was filled with the cloud, and the court was full of the brightness of Yahuwah's glory. And the sound of cherubim's wings was heard, even to the outer court, as the voice of El Shaddai when he speaks. And it came to pass that when he had commanded the man clothed with linen, saying, Take fire from between the Ophanim, from between the cherubim, then he went in and stood beside the wheels. And one cherub stretched forth his hand from between the cherubim unto the fire that was between the cherubim, and took thereof, and put it into the hands of him that was clothed with the linen, who took it and went out. And there appeared unto the cherubim the form of a man's hand under their wings. And when I looked, behold, the four Ophanim by the cherubim, one Ophan by one cherub, and another Ophan by another cherub. And the appearance of the Ophanim was as the color of beryl stone. And as for their appearances, the four had one likeness, as if an Ophan had been in the midst of an Ophan. When they went upon their four sides. They turned not as they went, but to the place whither the head looked they followed it. They turned not as they went, and their whole body, and their backs, and their hands, and their wings, and the Ophanim were full of eyes round about, even the Ophanim that they four had. As for the Ophanim, it was cried unto them in my hearing, O wheel. And every one had four faces. The first face was the first of a cherub, and the second face was the face of a man, the third the face of a lion, and the fourth the face of an eagle. And the cherubim were lifted up. This is the living creature that I saw by the river of Kafar. And when the cherubim went, the Ophanim went by them. And when the cherubim lifted up their wings to mount up from the earth, the same Ophanim also turned not from beside them. When they stood, and when they were lifted up, these lifted up themselves. Also, for the ruach of the living creature was in them. Then the glory of Yahuah departed from off the threshold of the house, and stood over the cherubim. And the cherubim lifted up their wings, and mounted up the earth. And my sight, when they went out of the Ophanim, also were beside them. And everyone stood at the door of the east gate of Yahuwah's house. And the glory of Elohai of Yasharel was over them above. This is the living creature that I saw under the Elohai of Yasharel by the river of Kafar. And I knew that they were the cherubim. Everyone had four faces apiece, and everyone four wings. And the likeness of the hands of a man was under their wings. And the likeness of their faces were the same faces when I saw by the river of Kafar. Their appearances and themselves, they went every one straight forward. Ezekiel chapter 11. Moreover, the Ruach lifted me up and brought me unto the east gate of Yahuwah's house, which looks eastward. And behold, at the door of the gate 25 men, among whom I saw Yezayahu, the son of Azor, and Pelathiah, the son of Benyahu, princes of the people. Then said he unto me, Son of Adam, these are the men that devise mischief and give wicked counsel in this city, which say, It is not near. Let us build houses, this city in this caldron, and we be the flesh. Therefore prophesy against them, prophesy, O son of Adam. And the Ruach Yahuah fell upon me and said unto me, Speak, thus says Yahuah. Thus have ye said, O house of Yasharel, for I know the things that come into your mind, and every one of them. Ye have multiplied your slain in the city. Ye have fulfilled the streets thereof with the slain. Thereof, thus says Adonai Yahuah, your slain, whom you have laid in the midst of it, they are the flesh, and this city is the caldron. But I will bring you forth out of the midst of it. Ye have feared the sword, and I will bring a sword upon you, says Adonai Yahuah. And I will bring you out of the midst thereof, and deliver you in the hands of strangers, and will execute judgment among you. Ye shall fall by the sword. I will judge you in the border of Yasharel, and ye shall know that I am Yahuah. This city shall not be your caldron, neither shall ye be the flesh in the midst thereof, but I will judge you in the border of Yasharel. And ye shall know that I am Yahuah, for ye have not walked in my statutes, neither executed my judgments, but have done after the manners of the heathen that are round about you. And it came to pass, when I prophesied, that Pelahiah the son of Benaniah died. Then fell I down upon my face and cried with a loud voice and said, Ah, Adonai Yahuah, will you make a full an end of the remnant of Yasharel? Again, the word of Yahuah came unto me, saying, Son of Adam, your brethren, even your brethren, the men of your kindred, and all the house of Yasharel, holy are they unto whom the inhabitants of Jerusalem have said, Get you far from Yahuah, unto as in this land given in possession. Therefore say, Thus says Adonai Yahuah, although I have cast them far off among the heathen, and although I have scattered them among the countries, yet will I be to them as little sanctuary in the countries where they shall come. Therefore, say, Thus says Adonai Yahuah, I will even gather you from the people and assemble you out of the countries where you have been scattered, and I will give you the land of Yasharel, and they shall come thither, and they shall take away all the detestable things thereof, all the abominations thereof from thence, and I will give them one heart, and I will put a new ruach within you, and I will take the stony heart out of their flesh, and will give them a heart of flesh, that they may walk in my statutes and guard my ordinances and do them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their Elohim. But as for them whose hearts walk after the heart of their detestable things and their abominations, I will recompense their way upon their own heads, says Adonai Yahuah. Then did the cherubim lift up their wings, and the Ophanim beside them, and the glory of Elohim of Yasharel was over them above. And the glory of Yahuah went up from the midst of the city, and stood up on the mountain which is on the east side of the city. Afterwards the Ruach took me up, and I brought me in a vision by the Ruach Elohim and the Danyamaya to them of the captivity. So the vision that I had seen went up from me. Then I spoke unto them of the captivity, all the things that Yahuah had showed me.